What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video. And that's right, folks, it's been some time since your boy Doody has produced a commentary style video, but here's one for everyone. I should have a couple today. I put a post out on my community tab letting everyone know that I'm going to be a little bit busy this summer. Been traveling a little bit. A couple of family members have some milestone birthdays this year, and we thought we would take the time to kind of enjoy and celebrate, but I should be back at it come August. So anyway, what is up? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after a day of, oh my lord, Elden Ring. Elden Ring and what's the other game he's playing? Riven or whatever. It's too boring for me to watch. But anyway, yes, our boy Phil got clapped. I mean, utterly destroyed playing Radon. I believe that's the boss at the end. And he wasted 3.5 hours of just being a scrub. And it was great because, of course, what did Phil blame? He blamed the developers, he blamed the game, he blamed the camera. But most of all, he blamed actually dropped inputs. That's right. The game dropped his inputs. So let's see what Phil had to say on the Daily Wrap.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 16th of July, 2024, my final consecutive streaming day of the week. Let's talk about how it went. First of all, on the podcast, it was a pretty good one where we solidified certain things that are going to be coming up in the schedule, including, Fallout 4 returning, trying out Kamitsugami, coming out this Friday on Game Pass, and some events and things that we want to do during the upcoming marathon. We even are kind of narrowing it down with the whole idea of the next playthrough that I'll do on DSP Throwback. We had some game news to cover, so it was a nice chill show. And then we jumped into the end game, the final boss of Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Now, this was my first real attempt at it. Although I had tried it earlier in the week for like 20-30 minutes. That wasn't really a good attempt. I didn't think I was going to beat him that fast anyway. And so today I gave it the good old college try, and we tried many different things. The first I tried the whole shield and holy mace build guard counters, okay? I got pretty far doing that. I could basically get to his second form, all right? But it would take a while, all right? And I felt like it wasn't necessarily a good way to get to his second form, because you want to get there faster so you can focus on the second form more often. If it's taking you upwards of 5 to 10 minutes to get to the second form, then when you get to the second form, you better play well, or else if you learn nothing, it's like you wasted all that time. I was like, there's got to be an easier way to do this. I tried various different things. First, we tried respecking to make it so that the shield would reflect more holy damage, but sadly, it doesn't really work too well when you can barely get to the second form because it takes too long. Then we tried changing out the mace for a sword. No, the sword still wasn't doing enough damage. It was taking way too long. Then I tried, instead of blocking with the shield, just dodging around, and that was working better, but I still wasn't dealing enough damage. And I said, you know what? I'm sorry, but at this point, what has been my best build this entire playthrough, let's be honest, the dual hammers, okay? So I switched over to dual hammers, and I realized if I'm dual hammers, now I don't need ultimate poise and defense because I'm not blocking with the shield anymore. So I switched out my build, my armor a little bit to be like holy resistant. And I'll say this, out of all the attempts I did today, the dual hammers is the best, because what ended up happening was I started learning the phase 1 attacks, and I started dodging them fairly perfectly. I even found out by the end of the stream, someone explained to me how to dodge all of the gravity meteors, which is awesome that they gave me that tip, because I was trying to roll, and rolling doesn't really work, but jumping does. So basically, the first form I've got down. That whole first half of the fight, unless I make a mistake, which I do, I'm not perfect, I'm pretty much mastering the first half. It's not that big of a deal, okay? It's definitely the second half of the fight that's harder, where now there's a ton of holy magic all over the screen that seems almost random at times. The fact that there's so many effects on the screen that you can't really see what's going on to dodge it. And I'll be honest, I do feel like this final boss of the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC is difficult because of the camera and the effects, not because of the boss. I don't think that anything the boss particularly does is too crazy, but the problem is there's holy magic shooting everywhere, and it, half the time, actually blocks your field of vision. All you see is the effect in your screen. It's the equivalent of you're playing a video game, and someone comes up behind you and keeps doing this. Ha ha, play. All right, I'm just kidding. Oh, ha ha, try playing now. Oh, I'm just kidding. Oh, here we go, ha ha. But while their eyes are closed, if you get hit, you die instantly. Right? It's like, wait, what? Why did they do that? Honestly, I think they just wanted to be ultimately annoying. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't think that there's anything super challenging in this final boss fight.
All right, I kind of remember now why I kind of enjoy taking a break from doing commentary videos. You're fucking annoying, Phil. You fucking are. Good lord. Why can't you just fucking admit that you're not that great at the game? You're okay, Phil. You're an average player. When you play all of your fucking video games, Street Fighter, FromSoft games, puzzle games, you are an okay to average player. And that's okay, Phil. That's okay. But you have this inability to be honest and just say, yeah, well, I'm not that great, or I'm average, or yeah, I'm going to lose. It's going to take me a long time to beat something. You're so concerned with what your detractors are going to say, but mostly I think what it is that you have this conception in your brain that if you don't do good, or if you don't show yourself to be a good player, your dents aren't going to support. I'm sorry to tell you here, Phil, and I hate to admit this, but your dents are going to support regardless. You got several individuals in there that support you no matter what. You got 5 or 6 dents regards that support you no matter what you fucking do, Phil. I'll give you a little tip here, Phil. If you want your dents to continue supporting, maybe calm down with the excuses and the rage. Because I've noticed that when you rage in Street Fighter, for example, the tips don't come in. And your chat actually tells you, stop raging, stop raging, stop raging. But do you listen? No, you don't listen. What you do is when you play Elden Ring and you play a very tough boss like Radon, right? You come up with all these fucking lame excuses. The camera, the netcode. You even fucking said yesterday, Phil, it dropped your inputs. But that wasn't even the most egregious fucking lie. The most egregious fucking lie was blaming Cat. That's right, blaming Fat Cat for why he was struggling to beat this boss. That's what he fucking said. And what exactly was this emergency that he got mid-text? It was apparently Cat texting him saying, hey, I gotta work late. Or, the real truth is, I gotta go meet some friends because I'm tired of looking at your stupid ass. That's probably what really happened, right? And you had a fucking meltdown like a child. Why? Because your din-din wasn't ready. You weren't gonna have dinner ready. That's right. And how does Doody know this? Because your boy Doody watches content. And of course, last night on his Riven stream, someone asked him how dinner was. And he had a fucking meltdown like a child. And he said it was terrible. It sucked. Why? Because he probably had to have a fucking ham sandwich because Cat wasn't there. Cat was busy gannivaling all over the fucking Renton. Probably having some friends. Probably doing something. She's probably sick and tired of looking at this sweaty, nasty dirtball, and she probably said, you know what, let me go out and go do something. Let me go to the movies by myself, if anything, and just enjoy myself without this fucking loser. And of course, that caused Phil to melt down. You know what this is fucking reminding me so much of? It's reminding me of the days before Panda Lee left. That's right. The same behavior, the same being irritable, the same talking shit about his wife. I mean, the dude literally called his wife out. On stream because she's too much of a fucking burden. He made it seem like she's a fucking invalid and he has to do everything for her. Oh, Cat went to the bathroom, so I have to stop what I'm doing to go wipe her ass. You enabled this fucking behavior, Phil. You enabled this behavior with Cat. You did. Because you wanted to convince her that she needs you for everything. So, and you fatten her up. That's what you did. You fatten her up to the point because you didn't want her to leave. So when you foster this behavior, this parasitic, because that's what it is, this parasitic relationship that you have with your roommate, with your wife, that's the type of fucking behavior you're going to get. If you convince someone that they need you for every little fucking thing, they're going to become accustomed to it, and they're going to modify their behavior, and they're going to rely on you for fucking everything. So when they sit there and they have a problem, and they text you, and they say, hey, I broke the toaster, or I broke the dishwasher, or Jasper's stuck in the vacuum for some stupid reason, I don't know why, and she expects you to fucking fix it, that's because you fostered that fucking relationship, that toxic relationship with your wife. Instead of encouraging your wife and saying, hey babe, you could do this, you could do this, you could do this, you're independent, you're strong, you're smart, you could take care of this. No, Phil doesn't fucking do that. Phil makes her so fucking that's the reason why she probably doesn't go out by herself outside anywhere with her, or she rarely goes outside, because she's so afraid of the detractors that some troll is gonna go up to her and harass her. That's what she fucking literally thinks. You know why she thinks that? Because Phil put that shit in her head. Phil put that shit in the head that the detractors are all over the place and that they're stalking them, and she needs him to protect her. And all that is just manipulation. It's a narcissist fucking tool to control someone. That's what the fuck it is. And then he gets bitchy and pissy when the person that he brainwashed into living like this needs him. When it's inconvenient, then he becomes a fucking asshole, just like he did yesterday. Man, it was good to get that off my chest, because yesterday when that shit happened, I was just fucking living. I was actually sitting in the beach watching this shit and saying to myself, this motherfucker, can you believe this fucking asshole? Do you believe that what's coming out of his fucking mouth? Phil, really? That's what's coming out of your mouth. You're having a little meltdown because your wife is busy or something's going on. She's going to be late. And to me, it sounded like she was at work and she had to work late. Probably she wanted to go out with friends, right? And that completely fucked him over. It screwed his mind so much up because he wasn't going to have his fucking dinner ready for him when he gets the fuck off stream. You know, when my wife texts me and say, hey, babe, hey, honey, I'm going to be late. I'm doing something. I say, cool, have fun. And I figure it the fuck out. I'll do takeout or I'll cook something. Or worst case scenario, I'll get me an Ilio's pizza, warm that shit up, and be on my fucking merry way. Because it's not that fucking deep. It isn't, Phil. It's just a fucking meal. And you know what? If I don't feel like cooking, I don't feel like doing shit, I won't fucking eat. And that's fine. I don't need 3 meals every day. It's okay. It's fine. But the issue here, Phil, is that your wife, you made her feel or made her look like a fucking invalid. That's what you did yesterday. And you don't fucking care. And you don't give a fuck. You're like, hey, whatever. I'm just telling the truth. And again, Phil, like I always say, if your big wife came to you and said, hey, Phil, I put this dress on. I look kind of fat. I feel fat. You would never fucking say to her, yeah, you're looking mighty fat there. No, you would say, no, you look good. You're rocking. You look beautiful. No, you're good. God, Phil, you're just a disgusting ass person, man. Really. I think of all the shit that's been happening during season 16, all of the fucking drama, right? All of the quality content, that probably pissed me off the fucking most. Just the way he talks to and acknowledges his wife. And my thing too, Phil, is that Phil, even if you fucking feel this way, don't fucking say it. There's no reason why you need to fucking blow your wife out on stream like that. There's no reason why you have to make her look like a incapable fucking mental patient that can't even wipe her ass when she goes to the bathroom. There's no reason, Phil, why you should do that. Even if that's the fucking truth, there's no reason why you should call your wife out like that. No reason. You should have just kept playing, and if you needed a break, take a break to take care of whatever the fuck you needed to take care of. But again, Phil, that requires planning, that requires forethought, and that's something that Phil just is incapable of fucking doing. Anyway, the rest of the video was just him fucking complaining about Elden Ring, dropped inputs, all this other bullshit, and then he talked about Riven, and yet again, another fucking game where it's getting too hard, just like fucking Stardew. Stardew's getting too difficult. So expect a rage quit coming up soon. And it's probably because the support's pretty slow on it. Yesterday, he had one dent supporting it, and that was it. Very similar to Stardew. Ever since our boy Jordan dropped out from big support, it's been over for Phil. By the way, I'm gonna make a video after this. I've been wanting to do one for about a week, but I do have a nice video out there. It's gonna be called "Why I Detract," and I want to give a quick little story about one of Phil's former supporters, who I was able to speak to and actually convince to show that Phil is an actual fucking scumbag. That's right. And the guy's no longer supporting Phil. So that video is coming up next. It's something I wanted to do for about a week. But now, while I have some time, I'm going to pump it out. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the commentary style video. Sorry if your boy Doody got a little bit heated. But it's been about a month since I've been able to kind of do a commentary video and share my thoughts on Phil. And I figured, why not? Let's blast Phil out of the fucking sky. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the content. Hopefully you guys are having a nice day off from Phil. And that's it. Peace out, everybody.